Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that can be super frustrating for homeowners, circuit breakers. You know, that little switch box in your home that sometimes decides to throw a tantrum and trip when you least expect it. Let's chat about why that happens and how to deal with it. So first off, what exactly is a circuit breaker? Simply put, it's a safety device that prevents overloaded circuits and keeps our homes safe from electrical hazards. When there's too much electricity, more than the wires can handle, it trips the breaker. Think of it as your home's very own superhero, jumping in to save the day when things get too risky. There are a few types. You have the standard circuit breakers and the special ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, that are designed for wet areas like kitchens and bathrooms. Now let's get into why your breaker might be tripping so often. Here are some of the common culprits. Overloaded circuit. First up, we have the overloaded circuit. This is the most common reason your breaker trips. Think about it. When you've got too many devices and appliances plugged in, it's like trying to squeeze too many people into a tiny car. Eventually, something's got to give. If your lights flicker or you have to keep switching the same breaker back on, this might be your issue. Short circuits. Next, let's talk about short circuits. This happens when the hot wire touches a neutral wire, sparking a connection that's way too strong. If you notice that the breaker trips immediately after turning something on, it might mean you have a short circuit situation on your hands. A damaged cord or faulty appliance could be the culprit. Ground fault circuit interrupters, GFCI. Then we have GFCIs, those little lifesavers that trip when they detect moisture. They're especially found in kitchens and bathrooms. If you notice your GFCI tripping when you're using an appliance near water, it's doing its job. Just unplug and reset. It could save you from a nasty shock. Faulty circuit breaker. And sometimes it's just an old, worn-out breaker that needs replacing. Breakers do wear out over time, and if you've had the same one for decades, it might just be time for an upgrade. If you flip the switch and it trips without you plugging anything in, that's a big sign. All right. Now that we know what could be causing the issue, let's talk about how to troubleshoot. First and foremost, safety first. Before you do anything, make sure to turn off any appliances that might be using power in that circuit. Steps to identify the cause. Check how many devices are connected. If you're running a ton of stuff, like heaters, TVs, and gaming consoles, cut back a bit. Also, take a look at the cords and outlets. Any discoloration or burnt smell? You might need to replace them. Testing the circuit breaker. To see if the breaker itself is the issue, try resetting it. Flip it off, wait a sec, then flip it back on. If it immediately trips again, it's definitely time to get it looked at. You can also use a multimeter if you feel comfortable. Just check that voltage and make sure everything checks out. Now, sometimes you just need to throw in the towel and call a professional. If the breaker keeps tripping and you can't figure it out, or if you smell something funny, don't mess around. An electrician has the tools and knowledge to sort it out safely. It's better to be safe than sorry. Let's finish up with some quick tips to prevent this hassle in the future. Regular maintenance is key. You might want to check your electrical system every few years to ensure everything is in good shape. Don't overload your circuits, and if you have high-demand appliances, consider getting dedicated circuits for them. Trust me, it can save you a lot of headaches. So there you go. We've covered a lot today about circuit breakers and why they trip. If you've had any crazy experiences with tripping breakers, share your stories in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more home maintenance tips. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.